In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 17, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Cincinnati Reds versus St. Louis Cardinals. National League Central rivals will close out the first half of the 2022 season with the finale of a 3-game series on Sunday afternoon when the Cincinnati Reds take on the St. Louis Cardinals at Busch Stadium. St. Louis is going for the sweep after winning the first 2 games of the set, including an 11-3 blowout victory on Saturday to cash in as a -166 favorite. Cincinnati is in last place at 34-57, while St. Louis holds the last National League wildcard spot at 50-44. The Cardinals are currently holding a 6-2 advantage in the season series. After being activated from the injured list, Steven Matz will get the nod in the final game for St. Louis before the All-Star break. He pitched for a third scoreless innings in a minor league rehab start on Tuesday with AAA Memphis. Matz gave up 2 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 7 in his final rehab stint. It remains to be seen how long the Cardinals trot out Matz in his first return to action here, but the veteran left-hander should be able to deliver at least 5 frames here. The Cardinals and Paul Goldschmidt have been reliable from the plate, and get the unproven Graham Ashcraft in this one. Since the beginning of April, the Reds have been shelled from the mound, since he holds the highest staff ERA and serves up the second most home runs in the majors. Look for the Cards to break out here and blow the Reds out, so the St. Louis Cardinals money line is our full game side pick. St. Louis isn't the easiest offense to navigate, with a 106 WRC+ that ranks 10th in baseball with the core of Edman, Arenado, and Goldschmidt all mashing. Ashcraft is solid, but the Reds have the worst bullpen in baseball, with the situation only getting worse at the moment with the sheer number of injuries. The injury report hurts the Cardinals more defensively than offensively at the moment, largely due to the brilliant center fielder Bader being sidelined. Both teams are better at the plate than on the pitching side right now. Through the first half of the year, the Reds have been dismal from both the mound and plate. Coming into play Saturday evening, they have the 6th lowest slugging percentage while averaging 4.31 runs per game. With that said, Steven Matz and Graham Ashcraft are not exactly the most overpowering arms you will see. The total number has gone over in 4 of Cincinnati's last 5 games, and 4 of their last 5 on the road. In this final game before the break, I can see both teams swinging a hot bat and driving up at least 5 runs for each side. Matz was not exactly a world beater before going on the injured list, holding a 6.03 ERA. So the Reds can easily tag the lefty for some runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Chicago Cubs. The New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs wrap up the first half of the season on Sunday in Chicago. The Mets will end the first half atop the National League East Division, a lead they've held for the majority of the first half. The Cubs will finish the first half battling with the Reds for the basement in the National League Central. Sunday's pitching matchup will feature lefty David Peterson of the Mets taking on Adrian Sampson of the Cubs. The Mets are 4-1 in their last 5 road games and 7-3 in their last 10 during Game 4 of a series. The Cubs are 17-39 in their last 56 home games and 0-7 in their last 7 overall. The under is 4-1 in Mets' last 6 Sunday games. The under is 7-3-2 in Cubs' last 12 overall. The Mets are 18-40 in the last 58 meetings in Chicago and 4-1 in the last 5 meetings. The Mets have won 4 of their last 6 games and 4 of their last 5 road games. They are playing very well offensively, scoring 16 runs in their last 3 games. Expect them to continue playing well in this game because they've crushed right-handed pitching, and Sampson has struggled on the mound in recent home starts, giving up 8 runs in his last 2 starts, so expect him to have a hard time slowing them down. The Cubs have lost 7 straight games and 4 straight home games. They have struggled offensively, scoring only 3 runs in their last 3 games. Expect their offensive struggles to continue in this game because they have struggled against left-handers, and Peterson has done a good job on the mound, giving up 10 runs in his last 5 starts. He gave up 3 earned runs in his last 2 starts against the Cubs and will keep their offense in check. Adrian Sampson has been slightly the better pitcher this season, but the Cubs aren't getting any offensive production, and it's led to this massive losing streak. David Peterson has a 2.84 ERA and .183 allowed batting average on the road. The New York Mets offense also continues to produce. The Cubs are sinking and sinking fast, and the Mets want to close out the first half just like they started it. Backing the Cubs isn't an option here, so the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. The Mets are averaging 4.77 runs per game and 4.74 runs per game on the road. They average 4.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Cubs, with Chicago giving up 5.04 runs per game at home. The Mets will go over their average in this game. The Cubs are averaging 4.26 runs per game and 4.40 runs per game at home. They average 1.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Mets. The Mets offense will exploit Sampson and his moderate stuff in this game. Sampson has given up a long ball in each of his last 3 starts and faces a Mets team that is 11th in slugging percentage thus far this season. Weather will absolutely play a factor tomorrow afternoon as well. Winds will be blowing at 17 miles per hour and the humidity will be at 94%. Both of those factors should lead to a number of balls leaving the yard at Wrigley tomorrow night. Plus, the Cubs and Mets played over the total in 2 of their last 3 meetings. With New York giving up 4.17 runs per game on the road, the Cubs will score enough runs to push the score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Texas Rangers. The red-hot Seattle Mariners hope to go into the All-Star break on a 14-game winning streak in Sunday's finale of a 4-game series with the Texas Rangers. It took extra innings for the Mariners to come away with the victory at Globe Life Field on Saturday evening. They'll try to limit the drama in the finale with Chris Flexen slated to start at pitcher against Texas starting righty Glenn Otto. The Mariners are 4-0 in their last 4 versus American League West and are 4-0 in their last 4 road games versus a right-handed starter. The Mariners are also 6-1 in their last 7 games versus a starter with a WHIP greater than 1.3. The Rangers are 2-5 in their last 7 versus American League West and are 16-41 in their last 57 during Game 4 of a series. The Rangers are also 0-4 in their last 4 Sunday games. There is a reason why the Mariners have been killing the game lately and the Rangers have been faltering a bit. These starting pitchers have been on 2 completely different levels, as Chris Flexen is 3-5 with a 3.79 ERA in 10 road games, while Glenn Otto is 2-2 with an 8.06 ERA in 6 starts at home this year. The pitching overall in the month of July has been a major difference, as Seattle is leading the majors with a 2.3 ERA, while Texas is 27th in the sport with a 4.87 ERA so far. The Mariners have won 26 of the previous 34 games against the Rangers. Chris Flexen has been great this season, but current Rangers are batting .263 with 2 homers and 36 at-bats against him. Glenn Otto has also been terrible as of late, which includes allowing 21 hits and 17 earned runs in his last 20.1 innings. The Mariners' offense has been on a heater during this winning streak. They should close out the sweep in this one, as the Mariners are 26-8 in the last 34 meetings. So the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Looking at the offenses as of late, the Mariners are averaging 5.17 runs per game in their previous 6 games, while the Rangers are scoring 5.29 runs per game in their last 7 games. A huge reason for their offensive success has been the ability to hit the ball over the fence, as in the month of July. Texas is tied for 4th with 23 homers as a team, while Seattle is tied for 8th with 19 home runs blasted as a team. The over has hit in 5 of the previous 6 Mariners road games, as well as in 7 of the last 8 Rangers games overall. The Mariners ran into trouble against the Rangers pitchers, including Glenn Otto, back in early June. These 2 teams have gone head-to-head 4 more times since that game, and the Mariners have won all 4 meetings. They also scored 6+ runs in 3 of those victories. Seattle is starting to find more success offensively, which presents a ton of problems for opponents desperately trying to crack their defense. At the very least, the Rangers have the power to make things interesting, even though they'll ultimately fail to close things out in the end. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.